morning, students. The topic of today's lecture is healthy organizational work culture. What are the learning objectives of this lecture? First of all, we will understand what is work culture, its meaning, importance, and characteristics of a healthy work culture. Role of work culture, types of organizational culture, how organizational culture, work culture start, high versus low context culture, ways of managing organizational culture, and guidelines for changing culture. First of all, we will understand what is work culture. Work culture is a concept which deals in the study of belief, thought process, attitude of the employees, ideology and principles of the organization. It is the work culture which decides the way employees interact with each other and how an organization functions. In layman's language, work culture refers to the mentality of the employees which further decides the ambience of the organization. An organization is said to have a strong work culture when the employees follow the organization's rules and regulations and adhere to the existing guidelines. However, there are certain organizations where employees are reluctant to follow the instructions and are made to work only by strict procedures. Such organizations have a weak culture. Organizational culture is a system of shared assumptions, values, and beliefs which govern how people behave in organizations. Organizational culture includes an organization's expectations, experiences, philosophy, and values that hold it together and is expressed in its self-image, inner workings, interactions with the outside world, and future expectations. It is based on shared attitude, belief, customs, and written and unwritten rules that have been developed over time and are considered valid. These shared values have a strong influence on the people in the organization and dictate how they dress, act, and perform their jobs. Organizational culture affects the organization's productivity and performance and provide guidelines on customer care and services, product quality and safety, attendance and punctuality, and concern for the environment. It also extends to production methods, marketing and advertising practices, and to new product creations. Organizational culture is unique for every organization and one of the hardest things to change. Corporate culture reflects the values, beliefs, and attitudes that permeate a business. Corporate culture is often referred to as the character of an organization, representing the collective behavior of the people using common corporate vision, goal, shared values, attitudes, habits, working language, systems, and symbols. Corporate culture is interwoven with processes, technologies, learning, and significant events. It is a total sum of the values, customs, traditions, and meanings that make a company unique. Organizational culture, or you can say corporate culture, includes the ways the organization conducts its business, treats its employees, customers, and wider community. The extent to which freedom is allowed in decision making, developing new ideas, and personal expressions. How power and information flow through its hierarchy, and how committed employees are towards collective objectives. Characteristics of a healthy work culture. A healthy work culture leads to satisfied employees and an increased productivity. Employees must be cordial with each other. One must respect his fellow workers. Backbiting is considered strictly unprofessional and must be avoided for a healthy work culture. One gains nothing out of conflicts and nasty politics at work. Then, the characteristics which leads to a healthy work culture are innovation, attention to detail, emphasis on outcome, its achievement, or you can say achievement orientation, emphasis on people, that means fairness orientation, teamwork, collaboration orientation, aggressiveness, competitive orientation, and stability, rule orientation. That means we have to follow the rules and procedures. Roles of organizational culture. Culture plays an important role in organizations. Some organizations which developed a strong corporate culture, they increased their goodwill and not a good position in the market. The various roles of organization culture are given below. The culture unites, bring together the employees by providing a sense of identity with the organization, an informal control mechanism, facilitation of open communication. Culture enables organizations to differentiate themselves from one another. Culture often generates commitment superseding personal interests. Culture sets organization norms, rules, and standards. Thereby, culture enables employees to function in an organization by teaching them how to behave. A shared understanding. Culture becomes especially important in a project-based organization. In such an organization, the hierarchy is flat and the decision making is moved to the project or program, purpose, units, and departments. In this context, culture provides the guiding light towards the achievement of goals and objectives. Enhanced mutual trust and cooperation. Fewer disagreements and more efficient decision-making process. A strong sense of identification and assisting employees in making sense of their behaviors by providing justification for behavior. Types of organization culture. The practices, principles, policies, and values of an organization form its culture. The culture of an organization decides the way employees behave amongst themselves as well as the people outside the organization. Let us understand the various types of organization culture. Normative culture, norms-based. Pragmatic culture, program-based. Academic culture, one teach, other listen. Basketball team culture, everyone has its responsibility. Club culture, no one has responsibility. Fortress culture, no one cares. Tough guy culture, some people take its own responsibility. Bet your company culture, process culture, power culture, role culture, task culture, and personal culture are the different organization cultures which are working. How organization culture starts? Though organizational cultures can develop in a number of different ways, the process usually involves some version of the following steps. A single person has an idea for a new enterprise. The founder brings in one or more other people and creates a core group that shares a common vision with the founder. That is, all in this core group believes that the idea is a good one, is workable, is worth running some risk for, and is worth the investment of time, money, and energy that will be required. The founding core group begins to act in concert to create an organization by raising funds, obtaining patents, incorporating, locating space, building, and so on. At this point, others are brought into the organization and a common history begins to be built. High versus low context culture. The concept of high and low context culture relates to how an employee's thoughts, opinions, and feelings and upbringing affect how they act within a given culture. North America and Western Europe are generally considered to have low context culture. Low context culture means that businesses in these places have direct, individualistic employees who tend to base decisions on the facts. This type of business person wants specifies noted in contract and may have issues with trust. High context cultures are the opposite in that trust is the most important part of business dealings. There are areas in the Middle East, Asia, and Africa that can be considered the high context work culture. Ways of managing organizational culture. There are various steps of managing organizational culture. Number 1, evaluate your current culture and performance. Number 2, clarify your initial vision. Number 3, clarify values and expected behaviors. Number 4, clarify strategic priorities. Number 5, engage your team in defining SMART goals. Number 6, clarify and track key measures. Number 7, maintain a management system for priorities and goals. Number 8, manage communication habits and routines. And number 9, build motivation throughout the process. Guidelines for changing culture. First of all, you have to assess the current culture. Set realistic goals that impact the bottom line. Recruit outside personnel with industry experience so that they are able to interact well with the organization's personnel. Make changes from top down so that a consistent message is delivered from all management team members. Include employees in the culture change process, especially when making changes in rules and processes. Take out all trappings that remind the personnel of the previous culture. Expect to have some problems and find people who would rather move than change with the culture and if possible take these losses early. Move quickly and decisively to build momentum and to diffuse resistance to the new culture. Stay the course by being persistent. Work culture, how to keep the culture alive in your organization. Selection of top management. If top management is working better, then the culture will be good. Then socialization. Make them interact with the society so that you can build a good and healthy work culture